Alright, you get to do your Power Man thing, that's fine. I accept. We just kind of set them up to let them do their thing. And then we just count on our combo being significantly bigger than theirs. We should play Wasp out to reduce the chance that Gambit does something rude. Yeah, that's a good point. Their opponents technically usually have Gambit in it, but playing Wasp is relatively free. All right, that's the whole combo, gamers. I guess, am I supposed to crystal this turn and then Daken next turn, probably? Yeah, probably. So the way this works is Fire Hair gives us an extra Daken shard. So we'll get to Zola this, and then we'll have 4 shards in our hand. So we'll double up a number of times. Do I lose to Dracula? I might lose to Dracula on the right? Well, we're 4xing the Daken. Make sure I did this in the right order. I don't know. I'm not here to knock combo. The Apocalypse is pretty big. I think we lose the right. They're adding 32 over there. Oh no, wait, the Daken's 7 because we agonied it. I was counting the Atlantis bonus, but I think we're good because it's 7. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, nice boomer snap, bud. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool boomer snapper, Rudy. Oh. Can I get a vibe check on the boomer snap? Unlimited power. That was truly the snap of someone unfamiliar with our deck. Yep. Absolutely. Oh man, please be Mr. Negative. Please be Mr. Negative. Patriot? Interesting. Unlucky, unlucky. So next turn I drop to 6, and then I Zola down to 5, and I only have room for 2 shards. So I need to get my hand empty, but then I'm not gonna have enough board space to be able to play all of the shards out, right? Throw a priority for Killmonger. I mean, I'm just gonna beat them on rate, chat. The Dakens are gonna be 56. I can't play out all 4 shards, but I can play out 3 of them. Plus Kill Daddy. Cool. I actually don't know how big their things are, so we'll meet them here. I'm not counting. They might be bigger than us with the Moonstone. Oh, that's funny. I forgot that Killmonger was moving. Nope. Not bigger. Not bigger. Good examples of our combos one into the other, where like one time we use Bullseye, the other time we use Killmonger as a backup for when Bullseye's in our bottom 2. Letter, thank you for the 35 months. Welcome back. If you haven't seen this deck that we're currently playing before, it's one of the many fun and reasonably competitive off-meta deck lists that you can find highlighted 7 days a week at youtube.com/Chef Hoagland. We play a ton of different decks here every single day live on stream, and the best and most interesting of them get uploaded daily over there. Why isn't Fire Hair trigger on the shards? Because the shards aren't on reveal effects, they're on destroy effects. And Fire Hair triggers on reveals when your on reveal cards die. Hi, Born. Thanks for running that primer back for the 7th month. Appreciate it. Not a stellar location for us. Get 1 extra card off of Adam here. I'm gonna get a draw with Magic. I have to have this lane clean for Daken. Although the Hellfire Club means I can't agony him, which is a little unfortunate. Ooh, a combo enjoyer. That probably bodes well for us. Another Daken card, another what's it called? Card's good too. It's so awkward that I just can't play other cards out. Because I need a space here for Daken. And this can only be Daken over here. Do I just like play this to burn a card? You could Daken in the center with Astral Projection on 7. Can we? Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, maybe it's just this then. I gotta play out all my on reveals. Ah. Yeah, I needed Bullseye this turn to have a chance. Not being able to rely on Limbo is gonna be a big deal. Means we have to try and combo by 6, which is harder. This is better for us than them. Probably not terrible for them, but it's pretty good for us. This is a hand that can combo by 6. The Killmonger lines need the extra turn almost always. Well, you know what though? I think I should switch these because I think they're somewhat likely to reroll Elysium, given the option. I need a clean location for Daken, so if there's a chance to reroll this one could get cluttered. So. Oh, wow, really? Alright, sure. Bad read on my part, I guess. I guess they think the Elysium is better for them than us. The draw 2 on Nico here should guarantee our setup. You want at least 1 Jin for Bullseye fodder? I don't think so. And then the 2 points for Bullseye shouldn't matter either way. The answer is maybe, but I also really just don't want to micromanage my hand size to that degree. Fire Bingo, that's funny. I guess I could have gotten rid of the Elysium then and had 2 Limbos. I didn't think about that angle. Do you 50-50 the Astral hit Zola this turn? No, I think I'll just Killmonger into Astral next turn, and then if there's a turn 7, we can play the Zola. We have to play like there's not a turn 7, which gives them a little cube equity, unfortunately. But it's fine. The Killmonger will die because of the Nico Destroy. Yes, but that doesn't really matter. So we'll go Killmonger into Astral, into Activate Bullseye, and then I get 7 power Daken rolled up four times. Hopefully they rug pull and we destroy them. Nico already ate magic. Yeah, but Killmonger's killing Nico, so then Fire Hair Nico's Killmonger. Is the way this turn works. So our Killmonger is going to die, assuming they don't put like a Cosmo or something on the right. Because of Fire Hair Nico. Took my rug, baby. Oh no! Wait, we still beat that, yeah? I'm pretty sure we still beat that. It's close. It's real close. No, yeah, we're good. We don't get any more shards, but 14 power Daken wins center and right. Because the one shard we have still goes. And they double. Good night, nerd. I'm enjoying the Nightmare Blink deck you posted the other day. Yeah, that one's super competitive. Very, very reasonable pile of cards. The long pause of someone who's like, my life decisions have led me here. To the Daken combo. Is Jubilee a good substitute for Blink in that deck? Nope, you need Blink. I had them muted, so they could have been emoting us there. Who knows? If Cannonball pushes away Teenage Warhead, does he still die from her? No, she shouldn't. Discard cards. Absolutely gonna do that. All right, we can take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. But this list has been a hoot and a holler, so we're absolutely gonna play some more of this when we get back. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the folks that have done that already. I'm gonna grab my lunch while these adverts go. BRB. But Magneto pulling Negasonic to another lane does die to her. Yeah, because he's pulling her to his lane, whereas Cannonball's the inverse. He's pushing her away. Oh. I've talked a bit about my weight loss journey on stream over the last couple of years, and this bit of leftovers is my favorite example to give. If you're someone who lives in another country and you're confused how there can be so many overweight Americans, this, my head for scale here, this is 1/3 of the sandwich I ordered for dinner last night. And when I was nearly 60 pounds heavier, those 60 pounds were in no small part because when I would order this sandwich, I used to eat all of it for dinner. I used to eat all of it, plus, you know, a couple of half a piece of garlic bread or some type of chips or something else along with it as well. Jimmy John's. So Jimmy John's sandwiches are actually pretty small in comparison to a lot. This is a local place in Bloomington, Illinois, where I live, called Avanti's. Family style, like sandwiches, Italian food, stuff like that. Pretty reasonable prices in current era as well. And I still like their food, and I buy the sandwich. And here's the trick to portion control, chat. I don't have some super amount of willpower like the rest of you. I'm a fat slob. Do you know why 2/3 of my sandwich is in my fridge, or 1/3 left now and 1/3 is in front of me? It's because when I opened my order, I cut 1/3 of the sandwich off and then I immediately put the other 2/3 away. You don't feel full while you're eating. Portion out a reasonable portion before you start stuffing your face, and then commit to eating that. I'm not a registered dietitian. This is not official diet advice. If you're trying to lose weight healthy, you should talk to a professional if you're struggling. I'm just sharing my own lived experience of just eat more reasonable portions working for me. I lost my 60 pounds legitimately not changing what I eat. The only actual consumption change I made is I stopped drinking calories. I literally kept eating all of the same food I enjoyed eating, and I just ate less of it. So I looked up the calorie contents of some of the things I liked and started eating appropriate calorie proportions. How much did that sandwich cost? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know offhand how much it costs. Probably in the $8 to $10 range. Let me look. I'll look at our menu online. Ooh, it is actually over $10 now. Okay, 10.75 actually. God, fucking everything's more expensive with Trump's economy, huh? Always has been, meme. Yeah, I mean, it's still like 3 meals for $12. First time, yep. Alright, so I'm gonna do this, and then we top deck Daken win the game, or we top deck Zola win the game. I can't play Crystal to draw more. Well, can I? I have to play her here. She does draw me 1 more, but then I would only get 1 more shard, right? Which I don't think is enough points. Maybe it is. Do I want one more draw, or do I want one more point? I guess if I draw Wasp Zola, I could still have more. I'm gonna Crystal for the consistency. Alright, would have bricked without the Crystal. Do we hit with it? Alright, Crystal got us there. I only get 2 shards here is the problem, so the Daken's only going to 16. So I don't have space for the other 2 to generate because of hand size constraints. And I didn't have enough board space to get more otherwise. With the bullseye triggers, we might actually get there. Because Bullseye's discarding a good chunk of cards here. We need to just put some into the right. You've got to be forking shirting me. If literally so all 4 of the Bullseye triggers missed the right. And if any of them hit here, this was the Galactus location. That's so funny. So we missed the 4 out of 11, and then we missed the 4 out of 10, and then the 4 out of 9, and then the 4 out of 8. Because it can't be, Bullseye doesn't hit the same card twice. Unlucky. That's fine. At least our bad luck happened in the Proving Grounds after we got our infinite ticket. There's a joke in there somewhere about all the bullseye shots missed at Trump. Yeah, probably. That's honestly, like, the most mind-numbingly stupid part about everything Trump-related. Is, like, he inherited a economy that was recovering well from a global inflation issues. Because the Dems handled it well. And, like, literally the only fucking thing he had to do was nothing. He probably still could have done all of his Nazi stuff, too. And the markets of the value of the dollar would have been fine because they were on a good trajectory. Sure, he is delivering on his campaign promise of running the country like one of his businesses, many of which filed for Chapter 11. You people are weird. Deep dish is not a pizza. Like, deep dish is very different than a thin cut pizza. But like, in the same way birthday cake and cheesecake are pretty fundamentally different things, they're both still cake, gamer. Several people have now said cheesecake is a pie. Is this some sort of weird internet thing I've stumbled into backwards? That you motherfuckers out here think cheesecake isn't a cake? Y'all need help. Find Jesus. I don't know what happened to you all as children, but like, seek a professional. Cake is bread? I've literally never heard that in my life. My y'all need help statement stands. All right, so this is funny sequencing, but stay with me. I'm gonna bullseye before I Zola, so that way I have enough room for all the shards I'm generating, and then I play shards plus Killmonger on the last turn. There were no match for a nice amount of stats. A nice amount of stats for our nice combo. Marvel Snap's such a good game, chat. It's just like legitimately the best digital card game to ever exist. Marvel Snap is one of the first digital card games I've ever played that feels like an actual digital card game and isn't just a paper card game that has some digital mechanics in it. Like they really take advantage. They really take advantage of things the digital space allows them to. It's wild to me how few digital games do actual balance. It's so weird. You know, thinking about it, is Ben Brode the only human being to have ever innovated in the digital card game space? Because, like, Hearthstone came out like 20 years ago or whatever, and it was innovative at the time. And then it feels like everything else that's been remotely successful since then has been rehashed Hearthstone to some degree until Snap, which is also Ben Brode. I'm about to get Mobius. Feels like I'm about to get Mobius. But, like, unironically, if I get Mobius, I'm still fine, right? What if I did this? Is this crazy? I guess I might not guarantee draw. I might not guarantee draw what's his name. All right, and I think I do this. Right, I have to draw Bullseye next turn because I played the Killmonger, which might have been wrong. You have 2 turns. You can't activate your activate card on the last turn. Oh, they might actually out-combo us here. Even if we hit, they're a big one. All right, and then if I hit the second 50-50 on the Daken, I get 2 more shards. But 4 to the 5th is... Or 4 times 2, 5 times is not enough for 4 doubling 5 times. Is that 4 to the 5th? How's that math work? Numbers. Numbers. Is Man Spider gonna get nerfed? No, gamers. Oh, they can Taskmaster the Strange Supreme. Okay. I was like, what am I missing? We're cooked, but we'll have to do their thing. What fun. So Strange Supreme doubles when he merges Man Spider in. FYI. Speaking of Man Spider has created a competitive new make big numbers deck. That being said, it's very similar to the deck that we are currently playing in that it's not particularly resilient to interaction. And cards like Cosmo and Shadow King and Shang-Chi still see plenty of regular play. Shadow King had an almost 20% play rate depending on which data slice I looked at. Cosmo's above 10, Shang-Chi's above 10. In my opinion, the two best tech cards you could be playing in Marvel Snap right now are Shadow King and Mercury. I think are both excellent. Alrighty. That's one full combo, please.
All systems go. There's no strings on me.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Victory.
I must say, I do enjoy playing a combo deck that doesn't have to care about Mobius. It is quite excellent. This deck list is a wonderful reminder of just the incredible depth and range that you could play with in Marvel Snap. Too often, there's so much recency bias, and players get caught up in the FOMO of they're like, oh, I can't play whatever shiny new thing is being played. It's like this exact deck list, card for card, we've been playing since Astral Projection was added to the game. And this core has existed since before Astral Projection, and even before Bullseye. We were trying to do funky things in a similar vein with Killmonger and other stuff in MODOK to make it happen. And there's so many good, fun, and competitive decks you can pick at in this game that if you're ever watching a best decks roundup for me or anybody else and you're upset or annoyed you're missing handful of recent cards, just remember there's a ton of things you can go back and look at and play that don't involve all of the newest, shiniest things. Even very data-driven roundups like my own are biased towards new cards because the data is biased towards new cards because people log in games on the tracker are mostly playing newer Marvel Snap cards. This is one that's a little bit soft to interaction, but I can play through some of it. Like, you know, we saw games where like our Daken got Cosmic Ghost Rider, we still just push through. And then in the games where your opponent's not interacting with you, you just like go, you're super consistent between your Crystal and your Adam Warlock and your Magic to find your combo and get to pop with it. Even without getting a lot of releases in the last year, I currently have all 20 deck slots used up with pretty unique decks between them. Yeah, that's just like, Marvel Snap is truly the most varied card game I've ever played, digital or otherwise, when it comes to things you can play and not be embarrassed about.